Hello guys, and welcome to my channel Keely Talks. I hope that you're all okay. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world right now. So, we're just having a random talks. There is no subject, we'll just see where we go. See what's going on with everyone. Let's see who I've got here. Hi Susan Fordham. Hey Pamster, real Pamster. Hi Amanda G. Hi Awaker 200. And we've got Linda here as well. Good morning everybody. So what's everybody up to today? Let's turn this light off, don't need it, it's daytime. What's everyone got planned for today? Obviously with me, my three little ones have just been off for the week for half term, and today they finally went back to school. Hi Alexandra. Today they finally went back to school, so I feel like I can get back in my routine and I can get some more videos out for you. Pam says, having a nice start to the day, going to see if I can get cutting some fabric, cut and get sewing. Oh lovely, I can't wait to see what you're going to make, Pam. JFD says, hi everyone, I just woke up. Good morning JFD, I know it's early over there and it's like 5:30, 4:30 or something over in the morning. Awaker says, I'm working on my break, sat in a very hot van watching some live. Well, thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming to join me this morning. So, like I said, I'm going to hopefully be able to get some more videos out. What happened to your hair, Keela? I don't know. It's a hot mess this morning, but it's fine, I don't care. Mandy G says, having taken the day off, as had to have Jeff put to sleep yesterday. Aww, is this doggy here? Mandy G. Only had 3 hours sleep, emotionally drained. Well, I'm sending you so much love, I really am. Hi Die for JD, hello love, how are you my love? It's 7:30 here. Is it in the evening for you then, girl? How's your day been? What have you been up to? Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at girl, bloody hell. How's that one you're working on? Well, I've started 2 videos. One is carrying on the Amber Heard's lies, and there's another one that I'm working on where Johnny Depp tried to warn his fans, you know, tried to warn his fans and stuff, so I'm working on that at the minute. Only Gary should see your bedroom hair, Keela. This isn't bedroom hair, this is like windswept. I don't have a clue what's going on with it. Linda says, I'm meant to be doing some tidying up, but every time I move away from the fan, I feel like I'm cooking. Where are you based, Linda? Yes, that's him, my fur baby. Oh, he's so sweet. I'm sending you so much love and all my condolences and so many prayers, because I know how hard it is to lose your fur baby. Last year, I lost 2 cats 7 weeks apart, and there was only babies. There was only they weren't even 2 yet. Peaches and Fudge. Fudge was like a brindle and Peaches was white with like brown brindley patches, and they were both so cute, brother and sister. And to being run over, unfortunately. Fudge, bless him, he came home, he jumped a 6-foot fence, jumped over a 3-foot baby gate, ran up the stairs, flattened himself and hid under my bed, and his face just looked all black, like black hair, and I thought that I thought he had Vandis on him, you know, that oil stuff that you can put on your walls to stop kids jumping over the walls. And then I realised that it was blood, and I thought that somebody had kicked him in the face. I'm like, oh my god, who's hurt my cat? And he wouldn't come out, not for food, not for anything. He was just lay under my bed for hours. And at the time I was isolating. It was right at the beginning of everything, you know, the bloody plague. It was right at the beginning. And my mum, I asked her would she take him to the vets, and she did. And it still breaks my heart. I don't know how he even managed to get home. Apparently one side of his jaw was shattered, all here, and the other one was fractured. This side was shattered and it was all fractured, and the black blood was obviously coming up from the lungs. He'd been ran over, but he managed to come home. He came to say goodbye to us, bless him. 7 weeks later, his sister, Peaches, she passed away right outside my house just before I got home. She was, because it's quiet sometimes on my street, so I think she got used to it being quiet. She like lay on the road. I got a call off the vets that she'd been took in. My friend went and picked her up, and we buried her in the garden, me and the kids. But that's so hard when you lose, because people think, oh, you know, it's just a pet or whatever, or it's just an animal, but it's not. They become part of your family, and you love them like you do your family. Bloody hell, Gal says it's 7:30 p.m. here and I've been lazy. Real Pan says, oh, I like that one too. Do you mean the idea for the videos that I've got? Like, I've started both of them. I'm sending their condolences to Mandy. Sending love to Mandy. Sending all my love as well. What's worse, bedroom hair or morning breath? Definitely morning breath, bloody hell. For anybody. Waking up, that's a morning breath. Like, nope, turn around, please. Go and brush your teeth. Yes, I agree, Linda. It hurts to lose a fur baby so much. Oh yeah, Linda, you're in Sweden. I always forget. I gave Linda a reading and she told me she was in Sweden, but I always bloody forget. I was just sending that. Poor Kitty, so sad. I'm glad you got to say goodbye. Yeah, he came all the way. He came all the way home, bless him. Oh, he was so cute, Fudge. They were both were. I used to hate when they delivered papers and the cats would sleep in the road and you had almost no choice but to hit them. Cats get very lazy. They get used to just being on the road or whatever. Bloody hell, I can't even see me. They get used to when it's been a bit quiet. Awika says, my cat had a damaged brain as a baby. A vet recommended putting her to sleep. We instead opted for surgery, as a vet hospital took a few days to get scans. But while waiting for scans, my cat naturally healed. Oh, that's so amazing, Awika. They healed. Mandy says, that's why my son's cats are house cats. We had a cat run over. She was only 18 months and brought my son. Yeah, it does. When my cats passed away, my kids were quite okay. They was emotional, but they weren't as, they weren't old enough to understand really, I don't think. But with me, proper mess with my head, like. But it's horrible, you know, it's horrible just to lose. It's like losing a family member. Linda says, I lost a family dog a few weeks ago. I was and still am crushed, but it wasn't expected since it wasn't unexpected since he was 15. He had a good long life then, didn't he? but it don't matter, you're still gonna be heartbroken. Susan says, I had to put a dog down. It hurts, as he was only 5 years old and he'd lost all the ability to walk literally overnight. Heartbreaking. It's so sad. Pam says, I lost my baby cat, 6 years old, to cancer. Sending you love. Tina says, I'm just popping in to say hi to you all. The Leicester, I don't know. She just turned up to fix our lights. Been without them for days. My lucky will go off any minute. Hi, lovely people. Hello, my love. That's why for Cass, I keep her indoors. I don't want to picture her going under a car, being tortured around here. I know. Mine, I let them into the garden. They don't go out of the garden. Scratch and Ringo. Well, that's it. Condolences, Linda. Yes. Hi, Johnny's girl Deb. How are you, my love? How are you today? How's your morning, afternoon, evening, or whatever going? Alexandra's sending some love. Pam says he might have been 6, but he was always my baby cat. Never easy letting. No, it's not. Don't matter how, you could have him for a week, a month, a year, bloody 10 years. When they become part of your family, they're part of your family. We also had to put a dog down called George to sleep. I think you met him once or twice actually, but he lived a long and good life. It's a Damo. Is that you, Damo? Yeah. I think I do remember that dog. Was it the one that your dad saw, your mum's? Pretty sure that you're Damo anyway. Unless I'm confused. Okay, it's 2:42 AM. I have insomnia. Bloody hell, girl. You know what though, I'm the same like last night I literally didn't fall asleep until like I was on the phone to Gary whilst he was on the way back from Orlando back to Jacksonville, and I fell asleep. Let me have a look what time I fell asleep. About 20 to 2 in the morning. Oh yeah, I think I remember that dog, I'm not sure. Everyone's just saying hello to everybody. So it's all Gary's fault. No, it's my fault. Sometimes it's Gary's fault. But it's all good. My pup was a black mini poodle and he was a rescue. I got him from a family that locked him outside in a cage. His name was Jet. Oh, bless him. Bless him. And that our pets are part of our family. Mandy, what was Tug saying, my love? I've missed it. What was he saying? Just trying to see what's trending at the minute. It's all bloody Monday motivation. Let's get motivated. I don't know if any of you were not watching Rob's live stream last night. We was reading that article that was saying that Amber Heard's film was going viral on Netflix. No it isn't. Quick question, who here mourns a fish? Well, a pet is a pet at the end of the day. It was fun seeing Rob and Gary together. Yeah, it was. He loved it so much. He had so much fun. Well, he was telling me he had so much fun anyway. And both Rob and Gary got me a gift as well. Like, ooh, getting gifts. Like, yay. Where are we? I had to sleep right after Rob's stream ended so I could wake up for Rebecca's stream. That's what I do sometimes. Or like when I know I'm going to be on a live stream, I have like a nap when I put the kids to bed. Like the kids go to bed at 7 and Rob's stream will start about 11, so I'll get like 4 hours. Jeff was a rescue too. We had him 5 years. Tug was just having a chill stream. Well, that's it. It's nice just to come in and chat to you all. Do you know what I mean? Like, rather than reading an article or whatever. I saw the notification this morning when I woke up. I was gutted I missed it. I missed it too. You're not the only one. Today is my uncle's birthday. He's 58 now. Well, happy birthday to your uncle, JFD. Let's see what we've got going on here. 1 second. Glad I won't be listening in. Such a sad subject. I have lost 5 doggies over the years. Sorry about that. Hey Keely, you can have this as a gift. What? Gelf. Behaviour. It is a sad subject, but it's nice to come together. They are the bestest dogs ever, aren't they? Fish can live for a long time. I didn't like your gift. You can have it back. Return to sender. Ingle is on a 5-minute screen time, according to an article. What a career, haha. I know she's been going on like it's one of the best bloody movies she's ever done. Don't matter how long you have them for. At all. He was just recapping the ACLU stuff and how important the anti-slap ruling was, as it could have thrown the whole case. I wish I didn't miss that now. I wish I knew what was going on. Oh my god, Tug said he's been practicing with the puppet, like walking around with it and telling jokes to himself. Aww. That'll be so cute. I can't wait to see that. That puppet that you've made is amazing. Yo Pam, so why don't you add your channel in the comments, my love? Get a few more subscribers. I can add it if you want. If you can't do it, let me just get it up. Let me get your channel up. Oscars. Is that a type of fish? You can have it back. Gelf, I don't want your gift. Mice and beans, Keely's favourite. No. I had a traumatic experience with beans when I was a child, like literally. And I can't even eat any type of bean now, kidney beans or anything, because of it. Like, gross. Enjoy your work day, Mum. From Mira to whatever character this gully person was, how the turtles fall, ew. Yeah. So 2 days till Johnny's birthday. Yes. I don't know if Rob's got something planned. Obviously we're normally on Rob's channel on a Wednesday. I'm going to keep reminding him that it's Johnny Depp's birthday on Wednesday. Hi hen. How are you, my love? We're just having a chill stream. Just seeing what's going on at the minute. I can tell you the story if you want. It's a bit sad, so trigger warning to anybody. That sounds weird. Like, you're not gonna get it in the moment. You're like, "What? That's a sad story, Bobby." You'll get it when I tell you. So, I'm gonna turn my camera off while I tell you this of it. So, basically, what happened is my dad was an evil bastard. Yes, I swore, but it's my stream and it's not for kids, so. Like, it was so evil, my mum had to run away from him when I was like 7 years old. But anyway, one night he was babysitting us. I don't know how you can call it babysitting your own child, but hey ho, he was looking after us while my mum was working. But I had a really, really poorly tummy that night. And he made something with beans and I felt sick, so I told him that I didn't feel well and I didn't want to eat it. So he grabbed hold of my cheeks and he shoved the spoon in my mouth so far that it made me throw up, like, to the back of my throat. Like, Papa forced it in my mouth, told me to eat it, and then he ate me. So since then I've had like this, it sounds weird that you can have a phobia of a type of food, but I've had like this phobia of beans ever since then. I'm sorry guys, I know it's a bit of a deep, we just went proper deep, but now you know why I say I don't like beans, and it's not anything to do with it. I used to love him before that. I remember when I was a kid, I used to love him. And it's so fucking random, like, oh, beans, whatever. My dad was a twat. He was absolutely horrible. Evil fucker, he was. I'm sorry guys, like, Baba going in deep with yous. Well, that's why, like, every time someone says beans, I say ew. And like I said, I used to love them. I make them for my kids, for the tea and that. So I've come that far. There was a point that I wouldn't even be able to look at him without feeling like I was going to be sick. But I managed to get myself to a place where I can cook them for my kids because they like them. Girl says getting force fed as a kid is one way to get them to hate it. Yeah, I wouldn't even call it force fed. Like, he literally hurt me. He proper held my cheek so hard and rammed this in my mouth. And then I was sick because I didn't feel well. And then because I was sick, he beat me because I threw up. Made me clean it. No, he didn't, thank God. I think it's because he grabbed my cheek, so it made me force my mouth open. But it must have only been about 6, and my eldest daughter is 7. And I never bloody force feed her. But, you know, I never force feed any of my kids. It's like my son, he has a sensory disorder. Like, he's been assessed for autism, and there's a lot of food that he won't eat. But I never, like, put it in his mouth. I'd prompt him, like, you know, and get him to do it. I'd never put it in his mouth, you know. Like, my little boy, he won't eat anything. Like, he won't eat no fruit. The only fruit he'll eat is a banana. He won't eat no strawberries. He loves the taste of strawberries, don't get me wrong. He loves strawberry flavoured ice cream or strawberry milkshake. But he won't eat no strawberry fruit. It's again the same with like apples and that. Me either, my boys likes always into eating unless the texture stops in. Yeah, my little boy, he eats very bland food. So things like chicken nuggets, chips, or what you guys call fries, pizza, pastries and stuff. But anything like curry or whatever, he won't eat it. He'll eat the rice, he won't eat the curry. So I had to like just give him rice and give him like the naan bread, but he won't eat the actual curry with the chicken in it. 58 is the new 28. I'm 28, you know. I was the same way. Mum used to make me eat fish. My mum's never made me eat anything. My mum used to just say, you don't eat your tea, you ain't having no dessert. And if she knew you really didn't like it, she wouldn't force you. Like my mum knew I didn't like kidney beans or whatever, and she used to, like, bless her heart, she used to pick them out for me and everything. And like my brothers don't like mushrooms and shit, but she wouldn't force you to eat something that you didn't want, or if you felt ill, you know. Give him time, exposure to it, like yogurt with fruit. My boy wouldn't eat it for a long time. He loves it now. A 20-something. Yeah, that's what I do in real Pam style. So, when, say for example, when I make a curry, on his plate I'll put the rice and the naan bread, and then in this little bowl I'll put the curry sauce with the chicken, so he has the opportunity. It's like with a roast dinner, he won't eat vegetables, but I'll still put them on his plate, because he's not bothered if it's touching. It's if it's wet food touching, like the curry touching the rice, he won't eat the rice. So I give him, I keep offering it him and saying, you know, it tastes nice, and you know, hopefully that exposure will help. You want to hear something funny? He loves cooked veggies, broccoli, no problem, cauliflower, okay, everything but Brussels sprouts and asparagus, LOL. My little boy won't eat no vegetables. The only vegetables he'll eat is potato, in mash form or chip form or roasted form, any form. Keely now made us all feel old. No, you ain't old. Oh dear. No, my fella's in his 40s. I don't see that as old. She was a bad cook, so that had something to do with it. I think I'm alright. My mum's alright. My mum was a very bland cook though. She's gonna hate me saying that, but so like me, I learnt myself how to cook with all herbs and experimenting and that. I've never been able to get cooked onions down. It just doesn't work. Raw onion is fine, but cooked or pickled, it's repulsive. You know what, Linda? I know somebody who's like that. Two of my friends are like that. Like, I remember one time we was having hot dogs for tea, and most of the time, when I'm lazy, I'll just put everything in a pan and just let it boil. I said, why don't you try the boiled versions? You know, you might like it. And they tried it and they loved it. They said it tastes so different, you know, from cooked. But if you don't like them, like in a spaghetti bolognese or whatever, then you're not gonna like it like that anyway. Take care, Alexandra. I hate mushrooms, eggplant, cucumbers, squash and radish. They make me sick. Eggplant's what we call aubergine, isn't it? I think. I get mixed up with aubergine and zucchini and bleeding whatever. Do what my grandfather did. Make the curry with the latest trace of curry, then get him to try it, and slowly increase the curry to get his tolerance up. It's not the tolerance scale, he won't eat anything wet like that. He's just really, it's like he can't bring, he tries sometimes, and then as he gets it to his mouth, he gags. Like, my girls love it, and everyone who I've cooked it for loves it. It is nice. But what I do is I do have it on in a separate bowl on his plate, because I don't want to ruin his rice that he will eat. You know, like the way I do my rice, I do it, you know, like sticky rice. My kids love it like that. Well, I call it sticky rice anyway. Some people say that's overcooked, but I do it like that on purpose, because that's how the kids prefer it. I feel 21 forever. Me too. Sometimes I don't though. When this fibromyalgia bleeding kicks off, I feel like I'm about 90. I have had conversations with women in their 90s where we relate over our pain. Sometimes. It's why I can stand super hot foods now. It's not the hotness of it, it's just, that's what he's like that with loads of things. It's like spaghetti bolognese as well. He won't eat the actual bolognese, he'll only eat the spaghetti or the pasta. I don't eat yogurt with bits, we'll feel sick instantly. I love Brussels sprouts and asparagus. I love doing asparagus with a homemade quiche and some new potatoes. Ooh, lovely. And sprouts, I can eat them all day, as long as they've got salt on it. I love my sprouts. My mum couldn't even make scones. I love making scones. I've not made any for ages. I might do some with the kids. Not today, but in the next few days. You know what I am doing with the kids though today, after tea? Just a simple little activity. I've got some rich tea biscuits and we're going to make some icing, and they're going to decorate them with little sweeties and some sprinkles and stuff. He threw up from the bits at first too. I'll have to try him. Like, he might do. I've got this feeling he's gonna like put it in his mouth and just like pick the bits out. He does love yogurt. I was raised on meat and 2 veg. I used to go to my friends for spaghetti bolognese, as that was exotic. Oh, I love spaghetti bolognese. What is in your 40s is old? No, it's not. I actually used to like Brussels sprouts, but not asparagus though. But Brussels were awesome before. You could get fat as revenge on the family, lol. But yeah, now I can't eat them. I get cramp. Oh no. I love sprouts, especially on a roast in the winter, you know, near Christmas. And I'm going to have them on Christmas dinner. We can't be friends now. How can you hate fungusy mushrooms? I love mushrooms, girl. I absolutely love mushrooms. Sprout farts and meat farts are fishness. When my grandmother cooked with onions, she just cut in quarters so I could see it. The flavour isn't the issue, it's the texture. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I love sticky rice. I remember when I first showed Nick Gary, because he's half Filipino, as a lot of you know. And he was saying that's how Filipinos do their rice. He said, oh, you won me over. This was right at the beginning when we first started like, getting to know each other. He said, you won me over already, you know how to cook rice proper. My mum hates rice. I love it. My mum loves potatoes, me not so much. It's funny how we are different. Oh yeah, I can't wait. We got burgers for tea. My little girl picked the burgers. We got burgers for tea, cheeseburgers and fries for tea. It feels so weird saying fries. Chips. we're gonna have we're gonna have chips and a burger, cheeseburger. And then let me show you what we've got in case any of you don't know which tea is. Let me show you. Okay, so these are the rich tea, just the Asda version. Like little biscuits. And then I've got like all these little sweets for them to put on. I've got some Betty Crocker icing already made. Broccoli's my favourite. Love it with a little butter. Yeah, you got a butter on it. And some sea salt. When I have Joel here, he loves making lemon butter when I'm feeling well enough. You know what I'm going to do on my Discord? I'm going to put a recipe section because some of these things sound lovely. Like making lemon butter, I'd love how to make that. So I'm going to add that, Susan, on my Discord, a recipe section. I know we have a food section, but I'm going to make a recipe one. So people can add their recipes in there. For whatever you want to have on there. You can add your recipes. Love sprouts, hated them. Oh, I love sprouts too. Yeah, I had 2 ones recently and lived in bed in agony for a while. Yes, yeah, and Hen's telling me off because I'm far behind on the chat. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to chat with yous and I want to get to all the comments and see what everyone's been up to. Rich tea are great for dunking, but don't dunk for too long. Oh, you reminded me of that joke. I can't remember if it's Peter Kay or Lee Evans. It goes, dunk me. I'm pretty sure it's Peter Kay. Recipe talks. Yes, I've set it up now. Let me tag everyone. There we go. I've tagged you all so you can find it. I want to learn how to make lemon meringue pie. Oh, I'd love to learn to make that. I know that you do the egg white on the top, but I'd love how to, you know. So we'll be able to buy Keely's cookbook in a year or so, lol. You never know. You know, one thing I'd love to learn you to make, don't tell me auntie this though, is Irish coddle. My family's Dublin coddle, which is great in the winter. And I make it every single bonfire night, without doubt. And it comes from the time when basically, when England basically starved Ireland and they shut all the borders and they had to ration all the food, and each family had their own recipe. And generally when you see Dublin coddle, it's like sausage, bacon, potato, it's like a stew, but it's not like a vegetable stock. But my family's one, it's like a tomato stock, so it's like a tomato soup kind of, with sausage and bacon, potatoes, and it's so nice. So it's really, really like humble and warms you up. I used to always make it before we go for. I'll put it on, have it cooking all day, and we'll go out for a bonfire on bonfire night. Go and see a firework display. Come home, make a bowl of that. Or real pasta, that can be a tiny tug thing. Have the tug puppet cook for us. Yeah, that'd be funny. It'd be fun to see what he'd make. He would get dirty too fast, yeah. And how would you wash him if he got so dirty? Gotta go now, Keith. Oh, you're alright, love. Enjoyed the stream. See, look, I've catched up to all the comments now. Unless they're frozen on me. Back again. Another 30 minutes till I'm due back out. I love a good cook-off, don't I? Me too. I absolutely love cooking. I find it so relaxing. So we've got that recipes one there now. Like I said, I know we've got the the food one where we share what we've had to eat or whatever, but I think it'll be fun to share recipes in there as well. Even little ideas that you can do with the kids. Like I'm doing that little thing today. And sometimes as a parent, you don't always think automatically of something so simple that you can do, you know, with your little ones. I have all sorts of little recipes that you can do with the kids as well. Another fun one that I do with the kids, but it's not a dessert, it's actually for tea. I call them pizza twists. And you basically, it's so easy. You can make your own. Make yourself some puff pastry, and if you don't have to make puff pastry, you can just buy it already rolled out of the supermarket, it's fine. Put it out flat, put some passata on it, put some pepperoni on it. If you don't like pepperoni, you don't have to. And then put some cheese, some mozzarella cheese and a bit of grated cheddar on it. And you roll it all the way up and chop it. And lay them out flat, sideways, lay them out flat, and cook it, and you make these little pizza twists, and they're so easy, and the kids feel like they've made the best meal in the world. Dive JD says, I love homemade pea and ham soup in the winter. Oh, that sounds nice. Like I said, you can share your recipes now in recipe talks. Share a picture, whatever, and share your recipes. Or you can ask for recipes in there as well. Say if you want to make something and you can just ask if anybody knows how to make it. I've not gained the right talent yet on how to cook kangaroo meat. I've never tried kangaroo meat. I don't like the thought of eating skipper. Hen says, my favourite easy meal is what's in the bottom of the freezer. Fried rice, using all the odds and sods, sausage, fish fingers, burgers, etc. All chopped up and tossed into a wok with rice and eggs. I love doing like the random concoct. Well, I don't, but when it comes to like this, the day before you go shopping and you've got to like you miss getting one meal and you've got to like scrape everything together. Like what you're saying there, Hen. Like, I've got to make a meal out of this. I actually managed to bake something that resembles biscuits yesterday. They don't... What kind... Do you mean like biscuits, what I call biscuits? Or do you mean... what, like Americans call biscuits? Like, to me, this is what I call biscuits. I know that you guys call them cookies or whatever. I know, Linda, you're from Sweden, aren't you? So you might call, you might mean them biscuits like me. They don't taste anything close to what they're supposed to, but they taste alright, so I see that as a success. Yes. I know Linda's not a Yank, she's from Sweden. I don't like kangaroo meat, it's too gamey for me. Oh, well, I've never tried it. Like I said, it doesn't appetise me, like the thought of eating it. Linda says the sweet one. Yeah, so basically like that, what we call cookies. I mean, what they call cookies. We have What we call cookies is a type of biscuit. Biscuits and gravy shouldn't be a thing. Well, I've never tried it. Gary said it's lovely. So I said to him that I'll try it. But it looks like scones to me. Right. Oh, scones with gravy. Not the buns, the dessert ones. There's something tapping on the window. What the hell? Right, 1 second, I need to let the cat in. I just left him outside. Doctor Who reference. Fish fingers and custard. Sweat. You lot of shit. I'm sorry guys, I just had to let the cat in. What they call gravy isn't even gravy. I know. Well, they don't have like what we have, you know, the granules. I was asking Gary and he didn't know. Well, I wasn't asking Gary, I was asking Tammy and she didn't know what I meant. I'm like, what? Obviously, I got the Doctor Who reference. I absolutely adore Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Time for a cig. We've only got a few people in here, but it don't matter. It's just nice just to chill out and have a gab in it and see what everyone's going on. I know I've seen it made on TV and every time I'm like, that's not what gravy is supposed to look like. I know. Like, that's not gravy. It's got sausage in it, hasn't it? You know, me and Gary was having a conversation about kettles. And he proper surprised me. He has a kettle in his kitchen. The colour brown gravy. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it is. It's just nice just to gab because sometimes we can just feel a bit lonely in it and that. Jodie Whittaker Doctor isn't canon. It's bad fanfic at this point. Yeah, I'm not keen on it. My favourite Doctor Who was Matt Smith, who played the first Prince Philip in The Crown. If anyone's watched The Crown, oh, I love The Crown. Who was the best Doctor Who? Matt Smith in my eyes. Does he have tea bags too? Yeah, but not proper tea bags. They're not like green tea. He drinks green tea. Gary. Putting bits in it makes it a meat sauce. Yeah, it is like a meat. It is a meat sauce. It's sausage and white sauce. Yeah, basically. I've never tried it. No, I'm more for Matt Smith. David Tennant, I came into watching Doctor Who just as David Tennant left. I basically started watching it because I was a bit of a fangirling over Matt Smith at first, and then I just became obsessed with Doctor Who. David Tennant for new. Who old? Who is Tom Baker? Who's Tom Baker? Which one was Tom Baker? Is that the one before David Tennant? The one with like short black hair? Get out. Get out where? I used to love Tom Baker as Doctor Who. That shows my age. I'm gonna Google it. Bloody hell, when was that? It's 1963. Wait. When was he on it? No, 1974. He was on there in 1974. Well, that was like, I wasn't even a twinkle in my mother's eyes then, girl. You know, come on, love. Tom Baker was before our time. Keely is showing her youth. Yes. Well, like I said, I started watching Doctor Who when Matt Smith was the Doctor. Susan, you and I must be the same vintage. Seems like Sweden and the UK, at least England, have a lot of similar ideas of what food's supposed to look like. Yeah, I think we do. I've always wanted to go to Sweden. Next year I'm hoping to go to Malta. Hopefully. My mum and all her family are Maltese, so I've got loads of family in Malta. You can't tell by the look of me because I'm so pale, but I'm half Maltese. My father wasn't born in 1963, neither was my mother. She was a 70s baby. I'm going to try and get me my man here one time. I'm going to try and blag her to come out. I think he's love her. She's like the opposite of me. She's really loud and really, really bubbly, whereas I'm more mellow, calm and chilled. But we get on so well. We're like really, really good friends, even though we're mother and daughter as well. Tom Baker was way before my time too, but I've seen his run and even read the comics and books. I'll have to check it out sometime. I love the golden oldies as well, but I need to watch the old Doctor Who's. I've not watched them. Never liked Doctor Who. The Daleks scared the life out of me. Oh, the Daleks are cute. Especially when they come out of the metal cage and they're full of tentacles and all that. Ew. StreamYard's like, your payment for StreamYard failed. Yeah, I know. You're going to have to wait 2 days for it. Back then, TV was good viewing. I love watching old films as well. Like, the other day, I watched The Mask for the first time since I watched it since I was a kid. It just took me right back to my childhood. It's like, when I was a kid, all the film, like, my man and that would watch all the old films like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Oliver Twist and all that. But today it's really hard to get the kids to sit and watch one of them. Like, I used to love watching the old films, you know, when your mum was making a roast dinner on a Sunday. 1 second, guys. My daughter's just scared the life out of me. Bloody knocking on the door. Pea, pack it in. Benny Hill and people like the Goonies. Oh, you know what? I got Gary to watch Kevin and Perry Go Large. I don't know if any of you have watched it. Oh my god, he fell in love with it. It was so funny to see his reaction. I'm like, I can't believe that these films, like the classic British films like that. I know it's not classic British, but you know what I mean. It is a funny film. They never were a thing really over there. My mum was born in 1945. Ah. You really should heal it. Yeah, no, I need to watch the old ones. Yes, I upgraded, because when you upgrade you can have up to like 9 guests, I think. Including use 10. Bea, that's so squeaky. Pack it in. Stop it. It's all creepy. Creepy squeaky door. I need to put some oil on it. Yeah, it's better, hen, because I stream so much. I, like, for example, my stream's 3 hours long that I did the other day. And you only get so many hours on the free one. Late 80s and 90s shows are the best. Yes. Take me back to the 90s. None of the current woke agenda. I'm lost, girl, if I don't know what you're on about. Just mindless eye candy. What, baby? What? Ringo? Ringo's in there with you? Oh, is it? This might be in 1 minute, darling. Let's scratch. Do you want to scratch?
I hope he'll be nice. I saw him every time.
Look after him.
Why?
You've got to look after him.
He might be my friend.
Mhm.
He might be my friend, Papa.
Yeah. TV viewing is dying and family TV has already died. I know. My little girl's not in nursery today. Tomorrow, by the way, random talks in the morning. It's going to be with Tammy, obviously probably Johnny Depp related. Thinking about going over some of them documents tomorrow in the morning with Tammy. Only Fools and Horses is still the best, you're right. And you know what thing, not only Fools and Horses, but also, oh, why has it gone out my head? Bloody hell. The Irish one. With the priest. Father Ted, that's it. Is it Father Ted? I think it was called Father Ted, anyway. And the old guys go, drink, all the time. Fuck off, and all that. Ew, girl, seriously, pack it in. The series that came from it was better. Oh, I love the film though. Like, I can't remember how old I was when the film came out. When did the film... Let me see. How old was I? It came out when I was about 8. I watched it when I was about a teenager, I think. But because I was so young when it came out, to me it's like a bloody classic. Might not be to you, but to me it is, because it's like it came out when I was a kid. Hen, I always watch TV, never really watch anything on the internet. I still prefer TV. I love my series, is me. Like, there's one on Disney Plus called Once Upon a Time. It used to be on Netflix. Absolutely love that. And I've got Gary into it, and we're watching it together at the minute. You can have like a group watch. So we've been watching it like at the same. It's so funny though. Like one of us can have, each of us have control of pausing it. So like, I can pause it, or he can, or whatever, and it's so good. Hey Daphne D. I love Gavin and Stacey. Yeah, that's so funny. The bloody, remember when they had curry? Oh, what was the other one now? The royal family. The golden egg cup. I don't know if anyone remembers that. If they watched Royal Family. Can't remember what his name was now. Do you remember that? If you used to watch it though, that argument was classic when they went on holiday. It's not about the golden egg cup. Well, I think it is about the golden egg cup because you're going on about the golden egg cup and so is he. So it must be about the golden egg cup. Father said yes. Blackwater and Mr. Bean. I loved Mr. Bean. I've not seen Blackadder, I don't think. The two Ronnies. Father Ted was great. I still watch that sometimes now if it's on. If I'm like having a spout of insomnia, it comes on sometimes late at night. Dad's Army. Yes, Mrs. Bucket. Oh, what was that called? Keeping Up Appearances, I think it's called. Mrs. Bouquet. Let me see if that's what it's called. Yes, it was Keeping Up Appearances. That one. It isn't Mrs. Bucket, this is Mrs. Bouquet. Linda says, I don't know many English shows, but one I know that I watch every time is Keeping Up Appearances is the best. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, it was so funny that. Shoot, forgot you only get 20 hours free on the free version. My streams go on 4 hours most of the time. Eek, lol. Yeah, you do. You only get 20 hours a month. And I remember mine just randomly saying, you have run out of 3 hours. I'm like, seriously? I want to stream. It was like just before I did like my Oracle card stream. I was like, I'm not having this. Yeah, it's not Bucket, it is Bouquet. I have met Rowan Atkinson. Check you out, Kelv. He's such a good actor though. He was funny in Johnny English as well. But he just fit Mr. Bean so perfectly. And like, I love the cartoon as well. The kids, I don't care. I am adult enough to say I like animations. And when the kids let me, I'll be like, let's watch this for a change. Linda, but she spells it Bucket. Yeah. Yeah, it was Keeping Up Appearances. To the Manor Barn. New show on Disney soon called Loki. Girls fancy him. I don't fancy him, but I do love Loki. And me and Gary are going to be doing reviews on that because we're going to be watching that together. If you like Marvel, anyway, we're going to do little reviews on it because I've nearly finished this mindfulness series anyway. But that's not what's going to be replacing the mindfulness series. I've already told you what's going to be replacing it. And it is... show you. This one. It's going to be a pain in the butt though, sorting them all out in order. Sorry, I just got an email from Scale. He is incredibly smart too. Yeah, he is. Rowan Atkinson. The Good Life, another good one. That rings a bell. Why can't I think of it off the top of my head? Let me have a look. Just get the Google out. Bloody hell, that's an old one. But I remember it. 1978. Yeah. So me and Gary are gonna be doing low-care reviews together. Like when we watch it and go write notes and that, and then gonna do reviews on it. I'm gonna do review videos. They're gonna be out obviously every Wednesday, hopefully after we've watched it, or the Thursday, which would be the day after. If I see that original Busy World of Richard Scarrett is I'm watching it. The new one freaks me out, or Arthur. Those two cartoons were everything. Is it from the first of every month, Keela? I'm trying to work out how many are. It's from the date that you started. So work out, like, have a look when your first stream was, and then work out how many hours you've worked up in that, in the streams. Can't remember how many I've done, how many lives I've done. I've done a load now. I'm like 554 subscribers. Let me see. Oh, let me see. I don't know if you have this, Hen, but if you download an app called TubeBuddy, it's really good. It keeps you on point with everything. Let me try and have a look. I think I've got a baby elephant upstairs. George and Mildred, some mothers do have I've not seen that one, I don't think, unless they have, but I was a young girl. The Good Life was fun, actually. I love most of the British comedies, and Michael McIntyre is my favourite comedian. Michael McIntyre is very funny. I have two favourite comedians, Lee Evans and Peter Kay. Like where Peter Kay is from, obviously Bolton. Where I grew up in Salford, there was literally a bridge that separates Salford. There's literally a bridge that separates Salford and Bolton, and the accent, it goes from my accent to our Peter Kay's is like, no, get the buzz, don't road. Like, seriously. It's so funny how the accents change. I love TikTok, it's so funny. It's a funny app. Yeah, I have TikTok, same name, Keel Talks, if any of you are on TikTok. I've done some random videos on there. I've done like 2 that are Johnny Depp related, and I've done some with my cards as well. Okay, so I have less than 7.5 hours left until the 20th then. Bloody hell, Hen. I think it's like £20 a month if you want to upgrade. If you upgrade to the professional one. And it's a lot better because you can get rid of, like, I don't know if you notice, I don't have the duck or anything up here. Like, you can add it back on if you really want it. Let me show you. Let me show it like this here. Where's the other bits and bobs? All that. You can take all that off. When you've paid, once you've paid for it. And like you can change your background as well. Like I can't really show you on here. I can't show you because I can show you when there's like less than just me. Or when I share my screen or whatever, but I can't show you whilst I'm on your stream. But basically, Hen, when you upgrade, you can have different backgrounds and you can change your logo up here as well. Let me see if I can do it. Let me try. Let me see if it lets me. There we go. Keep the talks. So you can put your own logo on, you can change the background, you can have up to 10 and you get unlimited streaming as well. And it's a lot better. It's so much better than having to like restrict yourself especially when you stream so much. Girl says, I'm trying to remember the English comedy drama where the guy would travel back in time via a back passage to a pub. Hen and Mandy said good night. I thought you was both saying good night to get off then. Like, good night, sweetheart.
Can you make the cheese for me?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the oven for you now. Oh, she's having like a little mini quiche for her dinner. It's nearly dinner time, darling, so I'll put it in for you now. I'd rather have elephants than hyenas downstairs. That's what it's been like this whole week. Like 3 little hyenas causing havoc, or more like 3 little Tasmanian devils. Yeah, TikTok's fun. I also love Russell Kane. Only other thing I can suggest to you, Hen, is really restrict your streams. Bring your streams right down to like an hour, like, and do one a week or something, so you can last for the whole month. If you have a laptop, you can stream from your laptop, but you can't have guests. Like, you can stream on YouTube from your laptop, but you just can't have a guest on. Russell Brand. He used to be funny. Like, he's just like this weird now, isn't he? Hello, Margot. How are you? 1 second. Let me just stick this in the oven for the little one before she bites me head off. Mum duties call. Right, Baba, it's cooking now for you. It'll be about 10 minutes. Yeah. Is anybody watching anything on Netflix at the moment then? What's everybody watching? Like I said, on Disney Plus, I've been watching that Once Upon a Time, because it's good to have some new suggestions as well. And on Netflix, I've been watching one of the shows that I absolutely love, which is The Vampire Diaries, and I've watched that so many times, but it's really, really good. Linda says, it won't really since you always want to stream for hours each time, so I'm thinking it would be worth it. Yeah, if you want to stream for 4 hours a time, the £20 a month ain't going to be a waste. Like, for me, it's not a waste because I spend so much time streaming. I do my random talks now and again. Obviously, I do my Oracle card stream every Tuesday. And I try to stream every Friday. We do different topics. Sometimes Johnny Depp, sometimes chronic pain, sometimes just a random fun stream. Margot's watching Lucifer. What's that like, Margot? I've seen people... I've watched the originals and I've watched Legacies. I need to watch the new series of Legacies, but I need to find somewhere to bloody watch it because they don't have it on our Netflix in the UK. And like, seriously. Hey Galette, how are you, my love? Hi Rose, she says. Hello, lovely Monkeyla. Hello to chat. Hope everyone is doing well. Yes, we're just having a little random chat, random stream, random talks. Watch the original. Yeah, I love the originals. Absolutely love the originals. That's of my oven. I love Joseph Morgan. He's an amazing actor. Andy in Summer Holiday. He's a great actor too. Hi, yeah, died for Jesus. Like, hi, Kelly. Hello, love. Tom Ellis is just himself, like he was on Amanda. Is this in Lucifer? I've not watched that. It's okay. I have chats that don't go live, Keela. They don't count as your hours. It just means I can either have 2 long streams or 3-4 short streams in the next 3 weeks. Yeah. And then just have like you said, you chat afterwards. You know, you can always go on one of your past broadcasts and invite somebody to come in just to chat with you. Lucifer is on Netflix. Keela just watched the last episode before coming here. What's it like though? Like when I hear Lucifer, I'm assuming, is it something about the devil? I've cancelled my Netflix subscription. I barely used it, only watched the same thing since I'm so picky. So I'm buying them on DVD instead. It's cheaper in the long run. Oh, I just watched a film on Netflix the other day. I don't know if anyone's watched it. It's called Believe Me. True story. Message was read a little bit. It was so emotional. Like, I cried so much. It's a bit of a trigger warning though if you do watch it, because it's about an abduction and she was only 17 and things happened to her. Obviously the actress is like 22, but it's still really hard to watch. But then at the end, you know what, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who wants to see it. At the end, all I'm going to say is, like, at the end you see her, the real girl, and I just cried so much. But they did amazing making that story for her. Been watching Younger on Stan. It's great. I've not seen that one either. Just love your mindfulness series with Gary. So helpful, Keela. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it. I released one last night. I don't know if you've seen that one or not. You probably have, but I'm gonna share it anyway in the chat for anybody who hasn't. And we'll pin it up there. Like, me and Gary really, really enjoyed making him. Like, he loves being able to, like, get creative, and because he's so creative anyway. But he loves getting, like, the finger paints out. Getting the paint out and doing, like, finger painting and all sorts of stuff, colouring in. Let me try and pin. There we go. Yeah, they are really good though. And what I love is that the activities that are doing there, it's like we don't pause or anything, so we're doing them activities with you, whatever they are. So you're not doing it alone. It's like you are actually with us, doing that activity with us, and I love that. I think when about Lucifer here, it's campy, it's sexy. I was catching up the housework before I tuned in, not anymore. I know that's what I'm going to do when I leave here in about, I'm going to stay on here probably another 20 minutes, half an hour. And then I'm going to have some food and clean. I need to sweep and mop the living room, take all the ties upstairs, clean, sweep and mop in here, and basically mop through. I need to do the bathroom, sweep and mop the bathroom and that. It's good, yes, but it is the devil, but not in the way you think. But also interesting, look at the religious myths in general, with Lucifer being the devil. I haven't seen it on Netflix, but I watched it live on network TV before. It is much more about the devil finding his humanity than anything else. I might watch it. I don't really like things about the devil, but if it's not like evil. He plays the devil, but he is a fallen angel who decides to visit Earth. His brothers and sisters visit throughout. If you enjoy fantasy, you'll love it. I love fantasy. Love all fantasy stuff. Hi Wendy, how are you, my love? How is your day going? Yes, watched the one yesterday. You two are funny as well. Gives me a lift. Oh, thank you, Ross. Really? Gelf. Seriously. Ah, my phone. Get off. Some apps are overloading your phone. Please close them so your phone works properly. Margot says very sexy. Well, I love fantasy, so I might try it. Beware, it contains orgies, dog heel tarts. Wow. Rudy Truder. If it's good though, I'll check it out. What else do I like on Netflix? 13 Reasons Why. Has anyone seen that? And what's that one called? You, the next series of You is supposed to be coming out. When's that coming out anyway? It's supposed to be out by now. Let me have a look. Does anyone know when You is coming out? Has anybody seen it? Just said it's going to land on Netflix in 2021. Yeah, so we're in 2021. So when exactly in 2021 is it coming out? I don't know. Wendy's also loved the series Lucifer. I think everyone's like watched this apart from me. Oh, my knees are very mad. I've got to put my leg up. The first 3 series of Lucifer are available on Prime Netflix for seasons 4 and 5. Is it? I have all of it. Well, I have all of the ones over here anyway. I have Prime, Disney, and Netflix. I think that's it. I think that's all we have. I've got Sky as well. Let me see what's going on here. With Johnny Depp. I don't have Netflix anymore. Loved Mindhunter. Does anyone know if they've done another season? I've not heard of that one, Rose. What's that one about? Have you heard this BS bloody article? No, they're bringing out from something that apparently Johnny Depp said a decade ago. Like a whole 10 years ago. When Johnny Depp compared photo shoots with being R-word and received a massive backlash. So he's already received a massive backlash. But why is that relevant now? Hi Kay, how are you, my love? How are you today? Grace and Frankie, I don't think I've seen that. Loved Grace and Frankie on Frankie, sorry, not Frankly. Animal Kingdom on Netflix was good. I don't think I've seen that as well. Is that a kids one? Is that an animation? Where's what? Hen, are you like teasing me, giving me half a comment? Like, when will it return to Netflix? No, joking. I know you just looked that up for me and copy and paste it. It doesn't tell me when is it gonna be. Did you hear that? Bloody loud neighbours. It was excellent about the case and the information behavioural science unit of the FBI. Oh, that sounds good. And I like stuff like that to do with true crime and everything. Oh, you know what? I watched. It's not on Netflix. I had to watch it. I can't remember where I watched it. The Act. Has anyone seen The Act? Which is also based on a true story about Gypsy Rose. I don't know if anyone's heard of the case of Gypsy Rose. That's my kid's weird bleeding Peppa Pig book. Yeah, it is invasive. And sometimes they make him like take his clothes off and that. Now we've got sound effects from my daughter's book. Someone just bought me the Game of Thrones, the whole series. Oh. Enjoy, Kate. That's another one I've not seen. Yeah, Game of Thrones. Seriously? Yeah, the case is so twisted. It is, but I just felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for Gypsy. Like, in her own home by her mum. And she's going to be out soon, bless her. It's the only bloody murderer I've ever felt bad for. Is it? Yeah, it is sad all the way round. Gypsy never got a normal kid's childhood. being confined to a wheelchair when you can actually walk. Oh, take care, Wendy. You go rescue him. But yeah, she was like confined to a wheelchair, and her mum put feeding tubes in her stomach even though she didn't need them. Like, told the doctor she needed a feeding tube. Made her have surgeries that she didn't need by lying to the doctor. This one died for JDA. Can you read my previous post? We love Game of Thrones. Was it this one died for JD? Or was it, or do you mean a different one? She's not been released from prison. I think she gets released in like 2025. Let me check. Let me have a look. After killing her mother, Dee Dee, Gypsy Rose pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in 2016. She was sentenced to 10 years at... I can't even pronounce that, I don't know. Correctional Centre in Missouri. This means she'll be released in 2026, though she'll be eligible for parole 2 years earlier in 2024, right before her 33rd birthday. At least she'll be able to have some type of life, because basically she was a prisoner with her mum all her life. I'm going to have to get dressed at some point today. I need to send this bloody parcel to America. They can be bloody expensive sending them parcels as well. I'm going to be sending another one in a few weeks. I'm going to be getting something for Tammy, my lovely Tammy. Sending her some gifts. And maybe something for Gary, we'll have to see. I haven't heard of Gypsy Rose. I will need to watch. On here there is a documentary. Let me see what it's called. Gypsy's Revenge it's called. It's like an hour and 25 minutes long. So it was about Animal Kingdom. Oh, what was you saying about Animal Kingdom, Dive for JDA? No, me, Margot, I feel like I'm missing something. So basically, what happened with Gypsy Rose is her mum had Munchausen by proxy. But I'm going to leave you with that thought a second whilst I take my daughter's food out of the oven.
Mommy, look at my mouth.
What have you got in your mouth?
Nothing.
Are you lying? What have you got there?
I ate chocolate.
Did you eat chocolate? You cheeky piggy.
Actually, it's my chocolate.
Is it your chocolate?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, right. Eat it.
Right, this is. I'm going to tell you about Gypsy Rose in a second, guys. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just give Miss Bragg some food. Yeah. Remember to belong, okay?
Hey!
Haha. Right, do you want something else on? 1 minute, guys. Do you want something else on?
What about that?
It's not very long, Leo. It's not a film. Go watch a film. What about Brave? Or Zootopia? Hurry up.
The one what?
Florida. That one. Move in, out the way, this is. There you go. Good girl. See what everyone's saying. Right, where are we? Hey AP. Yeah, Margot, I'm still waiting to hear back on this. Let me just remind the person that I asked. Okay, I've just reminded her now. So basically, Gypsy Rose's mum, she had Munchausen by proxy, which is basically a condition where you purposely make the people around you sick so that you can care for them and get attention by it. So she'd purposely made her daughter sick, and from when she was very young, she told the doctors that she couldn't walk. She made her hey AP, she basically made her stay in a wheelchair, and she told the doctors that she had cancer. She used to shave her head to a skinhead. Let me try and find a picture of her where I can share it on here. Hopefully it don't glitch. She basically made she made her daughter stay in a wheelchair. She made her have operations that made her teeth rot. She made her have a biopsy on her bone. There we go. Let me try and share my screen. Okay. So this is Gypsy Rose here with her mom. Sounds like the gypsy one might be sad. Yeah, it is sad, but it's a true story. So basically, she was getting loads of attention. She even got a house given to her by a community where they built a ramp and everything for Gypsy. And she got like donated holidays to Disneyland in Florida. She got given a car. She got loads of money. And then when as she grew up as a teenager, she basically lied about Gypsy's age to Gypsy herself. Basically made her out to be a child for longer. And then when her 18th birthday approached, she made Gypsy sign these official papers, which basically gave all rights to her mum. That means that it basically made her out that she couldn't make her own choices, like she didn't have capacity. So her mum had to make all the capacity choices for her. Which is so sad. Gypsy tried to run away once because she knew that she could walk. So she tried to run away. Turn it up a little bit, darling. She tried to run away, and her mum found her, and then she brought her home, and she basically tied her arms to her bed and kept her in a room for days, only letting her out to go to the toilet. And then as she got a bit older, she one second, guys. It's loud in here when the kids are at home. So basically, when she was older, she went on a website online, on a dating site, because she was so lonely. And then she found a guy, and they started talking. And she basically fell in love with this guy. But she was so naive because she'd been sheltered all her life. Like, her mum wouldn't really let her have friends unless she approved of him and all that. And then when she started talking to this guy in secret, and basically it got to a point where Gypsy said, I can't do it anymore. She got to a point of desperation, and she asked her boyfriend to take her mum's life. She asked a boyfriend to take her mum's life, because and he agreed, because she just wanted to escape, and her mum wouldn't let her escape. She tried running away. You have to remember, she had these things written down that she had no capacity, so she ran away again, or she went and told the police. Her mum could just say that she was crazy, you know, and that she didn't know what she was talking about. So she felt like, obviously there is different ways that she could have gone about it. She could have proved everything. But she was being abused, basically, by her mum. It's a form of an abuse. She was being pumped with medication she didn't need. She had a feeding tube she didn't need. She had excruciating, painful operations that she didn't need, just so that her mum could keep up this ruse, or whatever you want to call it. So, what happened is the boyfriend, he had something going on with him where he had like this personality disorder thing, and he said to Gypsy, if you want me to do it, you're gonna have to ask one of my other personality to do it, but if you ask him, he will do it, so you've got to make sure you're sure. So she did, and what happened is he got a bus, he came there, and she let him in, and she went and hid in the bathroom whilst he killed the mom. And then they both ran away and like went and got in a hotel and that. And she walked, you know, she didn't use the wheelchair or whatever, because she could walk. She just wanted her life. She just wanted a life, bless her. This was a point of surviving. Hey, Tanya. Yeah, they were talking about Gypsy Rose. So anyway, what happened is we went back to her boyfriend's mum's. And Gypsy started to feel really bad that nobody had even found her mum or whatever. So she posted on her mum's Facebook, which is still there. You can actually find that on Facebook. The post itself is still there. Her mum's called Dee Dee. So you search on Facebook Dee Dee, Gypsy and Dee. You type in Gypsy Rose Blanchard, it should come up Dee Dee and Gypsy Blanchard or something. And there's a post on there saying she's dead or something, I killed her. And basically, the post, everyone thought that that Dee Dee and Gypsy had been killed, or Gypsy had been kidnapped or whatever at first. So what happened was, they did a welfare check on Dee Dee, obviously found that she was in the bed dead. She was like gone. And then they did a search for Gypsy, because her wheelchairs were still there and everything. People thought that she'd been kidnapped. So everyone did a search for Gypsy. And the police found her. The police found the murder weapon. The police found the traces. Yeah, these true stories are tough to watch. Margot, I agree with you. They found the traces and everything, and they arrested Gypsy's boyfriend and they detained her. And they interviewed them both. And he's at first she was like, I don't know. She was in shock. She's like, I don't know what you mean. What, is my mum okay? What's happened to my mum? And that she was like in denial at first of what had actually happened. But they ended up finding out the truth because he told them the truth that, you know, she asked him to kill her mum. So they arrested Gypsy as well. But then, and they was gonna class it as first degree murder because of her involvement in it. Dev JD says, right, so now you need to watch Animal Kingdom on Netflix. Super hot brothers, crazy mom, lots of crime, but great eye candy. I'll check that out, Dev JD. So let me just finish this story for you. So basically, in court, as they was going through court, the Gypsy's lawyers and everything, as they started talking to her, they found out how serious it is of what had happened to her, that she was basically abused. Well, she was essentially abused. Her mum looked all loving on the outside, but on the inside, she was purposely making her child sick to get attention, which is so fucked up to me anyway. So then, this was like an extraordinary case. There'd never been a case like this before, where the child had the parent murdered because of what had happened, because the parent was making him sick. And so basically she got 10 years. She could have got life or whatever. Oh, you alright, Margot? A parent should never make the child sick in any way, shape or form. And this was the life that Gypsy knew. She loved her mom, and she still does love her mom. In the interview in the documentary, she says, I wish that it never happened. I wish that she was here in prison and that I was in hospital getting help, because it truly messed her up. Like, in the interview she did from prison, she said that that's the most freedom that she's ever had. Like, she's got long hair and everything now. Let me show you what she looks like now. On this picture, she's about 18. She doesn't look it. She looks about 10. What she looks like now. Oh, here she is now. I think the movie is on Apple TV, Kate. I have Apple TV. I never use it. It is free with our phone contracts. I do want to watch this film though. It looks really good. This is actually a true story, Tanya, which you might already know anyway. There's a documentary on YouTube called Gypsy's Revenge, which you can watch, which is all about this. And there's also a drama series called The Act. I can't remember how you watch that though. I think you can watch it on Prime. Yeah. Aside from what the vileness of what she did to her daughter, she took funds from Habitat for Humanity and many other charities that could have been used in other areas. Exactly. This money could have been used to help people who needed it. And that woman, she should have been in prison for what she did to her daughter. And I agree, Hen, she's a very pretty young lady. Like, she's learned how to do makeup, she's learned how to do her hair now, and learned how to be a girl, essentially. And also to later in the act. So well as well. I just feel so bad. That's the act. That's like a picture from the act, the drama. And this is a real Gypsy here. See, that was 2013. This happened in 2016. So she would have been a late teenager at this point. Her mum was a little girl. And that's the name of the profile you want to check out. You can't comment on anything, obviously. It's called DJ Blanchard. I feel so bad for surgeries that she did not need. That's another one of Gypsy. And that's Gypsy and her mom there. I feel so bad for her, like. No, I feel so bad for her. I'll take care, Gilly. I really feel for the girl. She probably felt she had no other way to escape the torment. That's it. Like, when you get into this, you really do see that she had no way of getting her freedom because her mum had these documents that basically made out that she had no capacity, that she had the capacity of a child. She couldn't make her own choices or whatever. So if she tried to run to the police, her mum could just come and get her and say, oh, you know, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Or whatever. Well, that was her fear anyway. Exactly, poor darling. I know. Rose says she's free from her prison. Unfortunately, now she's in another one. I know. But the prison that she's in now feels more free to her than when her mum was looking after her. She's so pretty as well. But her dad didn't know. Hi Claire there. We're talking about Gypsy Rose. They were supposed to attach my farewell. Oh. Yeah, we're just talking about Gypsy Rose. Not going to be on here for much longer anyway, but just talking about what she went through. Like, she's in prison now, but that prison that she's actually in, don't you tell me you're else, girl. Keel touched Trish. She probably feels better in a state prison than where she was with her mother. Yeah, she does. Like, she feels so free, and there's been loads of people who have. So the only shitty thing is that that show, the act, they made that without her permission. She doesn't get no royalties for it, and it's her story because she's in prison. Like, they could do that without her permission, basically. And I think that's so shitty. I think she should have been able to tell her own story of what had happened. Which obviously she'll be able to get to do. She has told a bits of her story already. Like I said, she did an interview that you can see on here. Her mother should be the one who's in jail. Rose and Claire Bear, I've added you as mods. I don't want to have everybody as mods because I'm going to end up with my stream like Rob's, where like last night when he couldn't unwrench that Craig who thinks that she's Johnny Depp's wife, who Johnny Depp has got what do we call it, a restraining, has he really got a restraining order on her? What happened there? Her mother's the one who should be in jail, yeah, but her mother's now in the grave, in the ground. Her mother is in a worse place now, just my opinion. I think she's in the pit. Today, Gypsy is healthy. She says she enjoys more freedom in prison and in life. she shared with Dee Dee. She told Dr. Phil, "I'm glad that I'm out of that situation, but I'm not happy she's dead." Exactly, she's not happy that she's dead. But at the time, she just felt like there was no other way. And of course that there is. But when you're in that point of desperation, where everything feels like you're trapped, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you feel like that, you know, that everyone, she felt like she couldn't escape. Oh, it's alright, Rose and Claire Bear. No idea, but for Claire and Bear, she and I go back for a fair while on Tug's channel. Well, you know, I recognise the names. I don't mind. It's just that, you know, I don't want to have every single person who comes in to mod him, if that makes sense. I just want to mod the people who I trust. And I do trust you guys. That's why you modded. For sure, Margan. She shouldn't have done what she did to her daughter. His security are aware of her killer attacks, not sure about a restraining order. Well, last night on Rob's channel, I was asking people about her, and somebody said that Johnny Depp has a restraining order on her. She keeps telling everyone she's his wife, doesn't she? She commented on one of my videos saying, "There's my husband," blah de blah de blah. Let me see if I can find anything on it. So will she be in there for God? She's not going to be in prison for God. She's eligible for parole in like 3 years from now. If you're on about Gypsy Rose, she's eligible for parole soon. She's been in there for a while now. That's exactly what I meant. Very well said, love. Yeah, there's special place in hell for women who barely betray the code of motherhood. Exactly. You don't hurt babies. Hen, I was wondering about that. Surely by now they realise who they are dealing with. What was her name, Keela? She was called Lindsay or something. Let me see if I can find anything on the Google about it. Let me have a look. I'm sorry if that TV is really loud in the background. I just bleeding brings up to restraining order. Restraining order on his stalker. She's a wee bit mental. I've seen her before. I didn't realise she changed her name until I rewatched the stream. Let me have a look. It's just come up one that I've not seen. Amber Heard accused of stalking social media accounts supporting Johnny Depp. Oh, that'd be interesting to read. It's from last year though. Oh, I can't find anything on it. Well, that's what somebody told me last night. Justice for Johnny. I've seen pictures of Akila. She's one scary, delusional woman. She sounds it. there's one thing being a fan, but then to actually believe in your head that you're married to them. Obsessive fans. Can you imagine how many celebs have, and how many they would need on them out exactly? Does she have a Karen hair coat and glasses? I think that's the one I saw. I don't know. Obviously you're asking Hen. One of my babies is 30 now, but he's still my baby. My babies will always be my baby. She was using a different last name last night though. It wasn't Lindsay, it was someone else. No, it was her. She basically admitted it. 1 minute, guys. Yeah, I can't remember at all what name she used last night. But I know she was definitely on there. Was Dee Dee Southern from what used to be called Munchausen by proxy? I'm just reading. Yeah, she did, Claire. I like hearing the TV. It's like we're here with you chilling. Although not. Oh, I'm sorry. My little girl's just watching Brave at the minute. I hope you don't mind. She kept saying she was Johnny's wife last year, and I think she believed. Yeah, she's commented on quite like some of my videos, saying, "Oh, my poor husband" and all that. How demented does someone need to be to think this horrendous stuff up? Yeah, she did. She had Munchausen by proxy. Well, her dad's looking after her now. Her dad didn't know any of this was going on because they was living in New Orleans, I think it was. And then when Katrina hit, she moved, and then she stopped letting the dad see her. She basically, but so took his child maintenance, but wouldn't let him see his daughter. So we didn't know what had been going on until when the worst happened, you know, which is a shame really, because he could have saved her. But you can't change your past, can you? But anyway, her dad has been really supportive of her and been so loving and just trying to help her through it all. I agree, Linda, I agree. So she made them give her meds and destroyed her daughter's life with unneeded surgeries. Oh my god, that poor girl. Yeah, exactly, Claire. I feel so bad for her. Hen, make me some food. Make your own food. No wonder she tried to have her killed. No, she did have her killed, Claire. Her boyfriend stabbed her to death. This might get cut down now, I don't know. Might get striked, I don't know. But she basically, Gypsy had her boyfriend take her life. Yeah. It's so sad. Yeah, it is Blanchard. Hi, Annie, by the way. How does anyone know he has a restraining order against her? I don't know, somebody said it on the live stream to me last night. That Johnny Depp has a restraining order on this Lindsay person. Exactly, AP. He doesn't need obsessive fans. And people just supporting. Hi, Jackie. Oh, I love Brother Bertie. Have any of you seen that new one, Raya and the Last Dragon? I took my little ones to see it at the cinema last Tuesday, and then it came out in the on Disney Plus on Thursday, so you can watch it on Disney Plus if you've got that now. Such a good film, and I don't even care if it was out 2 days later. Me and the kids enjoyed it. Like, it was the first time for my little boy and my youngest girl. It was their first time at the cinema, and they really, really enjoyed it. All three of them did. Getting the popcorn and the munchies and all that. It can't be as bad as the girl who married the Berlin Wall. I've never heard of that one. Yeah, she does have a good dad. If you watch the documentary, like, it does show you all that. How much, her dad has fought for her in the case, to get her the less sentence and stuff, because it's not her fault. I don't think it helps to tell her off. I think she's stuck in her delusions and it really believes it. Only professional can help her come to her senses. I agree, Linda, because she does sound poorly to actually believe that. Do you know what I mean? To believe that Johnny Depp's her husband. I'm having two conversations now, but yeah. I think she is poorly in the mind. Henny new, I want your... Ew. Get out, gross. Hi, Janice. How are you, my love? Just hanging out the washing. I watched Tequila. Yeah, her boyfriend did. And like I said, there's a drama that you can watch called The Act, which is really good. But Gypsy herself has said that some of that is just dramatised. It didn't happen that way. But it is still good to watch. It gives you like a good feel of what Gypsy must have been going through. So yeah, if you can find it anywhere, watch The Act. And watch the documentaries on here. There's, like I said, it's called Gypsy's Revenge. You can watch it on here. Remember when you had to wait for... oh my god. My buttons got stuck. Oh no. I did it. Remember when you had to wait over a year for new releases to even hit the shelves to higher? I know. Do you remember Blockbusters? Bloody hell. Going back a bit now. I can't believe that they killed Blockbusters. There was a woman who married the ghost of Jack Sparrow. Really? Oh, don't, Hen. Don't even... yeah, it is, Dana. Got here so late, love the random conversation. I know, right, Hen? I mean, I am going to be finishing on here in a minute. But I might go into more in the Gypsy case and into some other stuff. But it's already, the only thing is, it's already happened now. And everything's out there. But it seems like there's a few people who never heard of it. It'd be good to educate some people. Yes, the Gypsy case is terrifying. I know, right? Compared to others, not really. I watched Mummy Dead and Dearest. Haven't seen Gypsy's Revenge yet. Yeah, watched it, Gypsy's Revenge on here. And like I said, watched The Act as well. They're both really good. There's someone on Instagram who calls Johnny her husband. I'll see what she's called. Never took much notice. My arm is on the radio that's next to me, and I've got my sleeves rolled up on this shirt, and the button got caught in the top of the radiator because it's very small. That, oh no, Keelan Gary sounds so much alike in that phrase. He pinched it off me, Eco. Oh no. Sounds like Gypsy has been failed by the system all her life. Yes, she was. What her mother did was abuse, pure and simple. And if she tried to ask for help, her mother would have played it off as if she was crazy. Exactly. And not only that, there was one doctor who did suspect Munchausen by proxy, who didn't believe the mum. But he didn't do anything about it. He could have saved her life and got her put in jail rather than all that going on. Gypsy has known no difference as she was a very little girl, so punishing her for what happened is pointless, but she needs psychological help. I agree, Anna. And she even agrees, she says it in an interview, that I feel like I should be in hospital. I feel like I need help. And I feel like my mum should be in here. She doesn't deserve to be dead, but she deserves to be in here where I am. And I need to be in a hospital really to get the help that I need. That chapter and a great for older cases many don't know about. Yeah. So a 2-part documentary about Gypsy, but with the actual people, not dramatised. That's what I'm saying, Linda. The Gypsy's Revenge on here is the actual people. It's not a dramatised thing. It's actually her real dad and everything, following the case. I heard that too. Oh God. Hi Keela, yeah, remember the Blockbuster videos? I know. You can't rent films. I remember when you used to be able to rent videos. It feels like so long ago. I remember when the corner shop, the little grocery shop, you used to be able to rent videos from there. And then when I was 16, I was doing some work experience there, and obviously at that point, it was all DVDs and everything. But in the back, I found like a proper old copy of Dirty Dancing on videotape. I was like, oh my God. It would have ended up with Gypsy being the dead one and the mother getting all the attention as a grieving mum. Her mum was trying to kill her every day of her life. Essentially, yeah. There's still one Blockbuster left in the world. Where's that, Gelf? Where's that one Blockbuster in the world? Oh, by the way, if you've not hit the like button, hit the like button. Like I said, we're going to be finished on here. Used to live at Blockbuster. Well, I know, it used to be so good, didn't it? Like, it feels like it's not that long ago, because I remember them selling Xboxes and stuff, and I think it's in Oregon, USA. We used to go to Blockbuster all the time, says Rose. I'm pretty sure that ours was still around, like in 2010 or something. And we had Netflix at the same time. Yeah, it's in Oregon. The last one. I remember going to the video store to rent VHS tapes. We had purchased a DVD at this point, but the tapes were cheaper to rent. I know, weren't they? Do you remember when when you used to be able to go to Blockbuster and they used to even have like a popcorn machine and everything, so that you could order a film and get popcorn and a slush and that and go home with it. and feel like you're having a proper film night. Get all your munchies in. I was a big thing when Blockbuster started running games. It was a big thing. I know, I remember that. Like I said, I remember them having the Xbox and everything. Blockbuster had the chance to buy Netflix when it was still just a start-up company. They told them to go fuck themselves and they would fail. Well, they're lost then, isn't it? I know, I don't know why there's no DVD rental stores. It's like they just forced us all to go, like, virtual. And some people didn't want to be virtual. Some people like the old ways. Do you remember when you used to be able to record a film on the telly using a video player? And sometimes it used to bloody finish before the videotape used to run out of space before the film had finished. You had to put a different one in quick. Yeah, it's a big mistake. They should have bloody bought Netflix. And little Haagen-Dazs with a spoon, you get them everywhere now. Yes. If nothing else, the tapes were less secure than the discs we have now. On the time the tapes unravelled inside the player at Nightmare, I know. When you wanted to watch, like when I was a kid and I wanted to watch like The Lion King again, and you had to rewind it and wait like half an hour or something. It used to feel like half an hour anyway for it to rewind all the way back to the beginning, so you can watch the film again. Kids these days will never know the struggle. Yeah, they were a nightmare. Hen says yes, and the charts on the radio on the cassette tape. See, with the cassette tapes, obviously there was cassette tapes when I was little. But when I got to the age of like recording or whatever, it was all CDs. It was all CDs at that point, so I used to have to like ask people to make me a copy of an album or make me a mixtape. A few years back, the biggest rental film chain in the company just stopped selling films and now only sells ridiculously overpriced sweets and snacks. Hen, I think the digital stuff more better has also been unnaturally forced on us. Yeah, it has been like forced on us, like by clothes and everything. Hello Keela, getting ready to head to work, stopped in to smash the like button. Well, thank you James, it's lovely to always see you. I hope you have a nice day at work, my love. Be kind and rewind. My little one used to post things through the opening, it looked like a letterbox. I know. I think we may have done that a few times as a kid though as well. It's like, I remember when DVD players came out. Wow. I remember when my mum got our first DVD player. I remember when the first digital channels came out, when it was when it went from TV to Digibox. Yes, Keela, we know you are young, stop bragging about it. I'm not bragging! I have the first Harry Potter on VHS, and even if I don't have a VCR anymore, I've kept it. It's something special. Yeah, that is something special to keep, that. My dad used to record the charts on a Sunday. Going back to Blockbuster in a blizzard. To return a tape I don't miss. I was broke and didn't want to get the late fee. Linda A. Caden came up as Johnny's husband. Is that what she's called herself, Johnny husband? What was that? We have emailed you about a Zoom meeting tomorrow. We had an old computer with a tape player and games on tapes. We sat there and counted seconds to find the game we wanted to play. Way more work than apps for sure, I know. Look how far the digital stuff has come. In 40 years, when I was a kid, I was still watching black and white TV. Well, it's not even just in how far it's come in 40 years. Look how far it's come in just in 20 years. Like in my lifetime. And I'm not bragging, by the way. I'm just saying how far. Like, I remember when I was a kid, my mum having one of them Nokias that you could play Snake on. And by the time I was a teenager, there was YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Like, my first phone was a Motorola Razr. The flip phone. I used to love that phone. It was so satisfying when you could end the call with by closing that phone, like flipping it shut. Most satisfying end to a call ever. DVD was a huge thing to us. Couldn't get over it. LOL. Yeah, it was. It was to us too. But all you stuff my mum is, don't scratch it. Cost a fortune, that, you know. Cheese sandwiches were a very common find in the old VCR players. I am not bragging. Caden is her name. She calls herself Johnny's husband. Don't know if it's her. I don't know. Oh, they sound nice, Claire Bear. I don't know if you're in my Discord or not, love, but if you are, show us on the hobbies part if you want to share. It'd be nice to see them. Jesus, you could play Snake on Nokia when I was in school and I'm 38, lol. Well, like I said, I was about 7 or something when my mum had one of them. No, like 21 years ago. That'd be working out about right. Yes, a passive aggressive phone slap. Somebody link the Discord. I'll send you the Discord unless somebody beats me to it. Let me find you. Right, there you go, my love. Yeah, so there's the Discord, Claire. I only know of Lindsay Depp who says Johnny's her husband. Yeah, that's the one, Lindsay Depp. Tammy Talks About might be streaming tonight. We'll have to see. Because she didn't stream last night, obviously, because it would have been far too late, and she loves having Gary on there, and Gary had to drive home from Orlando, and I was on the phone saying Molly's dry. I think I fell asleep though. Oh, I used to love Street Fighter. Sonic and Mario Brothers were my games. I'm so good at Tetris. I'm shit at the rest now. Well, welcome to the Discord. Everyone's so lovely in there. And we have so many different subjects. We have the hobbies one. I've just made a new subject in there for people to share recipes, or to ask for people if they've got any recipes. Say you want to make something and you don't know she has an old battered reborn doll. She calls it little. Oh, that's so weird. Sonic. Yeah, I enjoyed that stream so much. I couldn't stop laughing. I am not a liar. Everyone knows to behave in that Discord. No bullying. Or being mean. There's a lot. Everyone's just really supportive in there, and which I love. I love that everybody can come together like that. I love Centipede and other old games like Burger Time and Donkey Kong. I love the old games too. Bloody hell, child. Right guys, I better come off here now because I need to do some cleaning before I need to go back out to school. Yeah, listen to this. Lindsay Depp Facebook description. I'm 5'5", blue grey eyes with white hair, 54 years old, and have been in love with Johnny for 34 years. Oh my god. I wonder if she's been banned from Johnny's Facebook page. Probably. I know he's not an object for your obsessions. He's a person. Thank you for doing this chill stream, Keela. Oh, well, thank you all for coming. And it's gone on longer than I wanted it to, but the conversation was really good. And like I was saying, Tammy Talks About might be live tonight on her channel. I'm waiting to hear back on that for what would have been Sunday Talks. She might be doing that tonight. Tomorrow I'm gonna have Tammy Talks About on my channel, and I think we're gonna go over some documents. It's gonna be Johnny Depp related anyway. Basically the random talks, but it's gonna be Johnny Depp related. I'm gonna make a thumbnail and stuff for it. And then obviously tomorrow night, Tuesday night, I do my oracle cards. Wednesday night, Pam says when's the next chronic pain stream? Wednesday night I'm gonna be on Rob's channel. I haven't set up the next chronic pain stream yet. I'm hoping to do one for like the end of this month, Pam. But I want to try and get a male panel on who suffer with chronic pain. Girl, I don't know if you suffer with chronic pain. Let me know. You chronic troll. Joking. But let me know. I'm going to be getting a male panel on there. I've already got one person who is confirmed. Gary's going to co-host it with me as well. Take care. Yes, I will. I'll let you all know on Discord if she does go on there. I don't know what I'm doing on Friday. And obviously I do my random talks on a Friday as well. And at some point in the next week or two, I'm going to do... Somebody's asked me to do a stream around Manchester Town Centre. So, watch out for that. Rose tomorrow, 10:30 UK, 10:30 PM UK, 5:30 PM EST. Watch out, so that'll be the tomorrow. Yes, take care everybody. Well, let me know, girl, if you'd like to come on that Chronic Pain stream. I don't know on the date yet. I'll let you know as soon as I know. Me too, Linda. Take care, guys. I'll see you all for the next one. Bye.